Hi, my name's Dustin, and welcome to... Hang on. There, that's better. Kinda, sorta. Does it look better? Worse? Should I shave my head while I'm at it? Hang on. Hi, my name's Dustin, and welcome to You Don't Understand. I really like this title. See, I found it both logical and necessary. I'll tell you about it later. I made this section for the men, and I'm probably gonna make a second one for the ladies later. So if you watch the one not meant for you, you're probably going to hate me by the end of this video. But for the men, this is probably the best advice I could ever give to you guys. Don't apologize. I mean, well, you can apologize if you accidentally bump the girl, accidentally smack her in the face. If it's an accident, you could be like, oh, sorry. Small shit like that don't count. But you'll notice, if you pay attention enough, that your relationship will go a lot smoother if you don't apologize for anything, even like snapping at her or something. But Dustin, I'm not an asshole like you. I don't want her to feel like I blew up at her intentionally. Well, you're half right. See, women are unstable. All of them. Scenario time. Let's say you're at a party and you see your girl hitting on another guy. Flirting, a hug every now and again. She keeps teasing him by poking his chest or stomach. And you'll notice she keeps looking at his whole body, up and down. See, not all girls realize that that's enough to spark a C4 of jealousy. Or not, depending on the kind of guy you are. And then you hear her start complimenting his looks, or his muscles, nice and built. She usually compliments something of which that you don't have, like muscles. And your appearance wouldn't fit the compliment's minimum requirements at all. Jealousy usually builds quicker by then. Now you take this moment to look around the party. Everyone's drinking, talking, laughing, having a good time. Except you. You're the only one who's staring at his girlfriend like a hawk. You then see them both to get up and start walking together, and they disappear into a bedroom. And the door closes. You're ready to flip. But not even 5 seconds later, the door opens up and she walks out. Not even enough time to kiss. So you exhale in relief, but you're still a bit shaken from the almost explosion you're ready to display. A few hours later, time to leave. You get in the car and you start driving, and suddenly you can't control yourself. You snap at her. And whether you're yelling or arguing harshly, even though she's not saying anything, you're just giving her a big lecture. The whole ride home. And let's say she keeps her cool and she keeps trying to cheer you up by making a joke every now and again as you go to drop her off at her house. When you get there, she asks for a hug. I mean, you're still pretty pissed. You tried to deny the hug, but she insists. And so you hug her. And you do feel better, don't you? Ooh, the trap is set. So you go home and some time passes. It gives you some time to calm down and really think about what you said to her. And how nothing really happened between you and her. She was just having fun at the party, right? And you do like her. Or love her. Or want to fuck her. Whatever. And you're lucky to have such a special person, right? The only thing left to do now is to apologize, right? Be a man and apologize. Right? Wrong! I'm not really mad. I was just emphasizing how wrong you were. Remember how comforting she was? Trying to calm you down. She even gave you a hug and everything. So you get to her house, and she's still nice to you. Maybe seemingly a little distant, but still nice to you. I mean, you hugged and everything. Now try to apologize. And you say, well, let's be general. You apologize for snapping at her. And those things you said to her, you really didn't mean any of the things you said. Snap! The trap goes off. And she explodes on you. Sometimes she eases into it, but eventually she's yelling at you. Saying what you did to her last night was hurtful, and she couldn't believe you'd say such things. I know, and I'm sorry. You'll notice she'll keep saying the same thing over and over again. How hurtful you were, she didn't even do anything, but in many different ways, so you won't even notice. So, now you're feeling scared. You really fucked up this time, didn't you? See, Now that she let some time pass, and that she was nice to you in the beginning, even when you first got to her house, even while you were flipping out on her, and she gave you time to calm down, and for you to realize that she was being the comforting and understanding girl that you've always wanted. And by this time, you really are truly sorry. Oh, but she's gonna make you suffer for it. I know, and I'm sorry. Please tell me what I have to do to make it up to you. Tearing up a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm such an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. You see that? She turned your jealousy of her hitting on another guy to you feeling like you don't deserve such a goddess. Oh, and she'll find a way to hit you in the balls. Not physically, but from the inside. I don't think we should go out anymore. Or, this isn't working. Does anybody find this familiar yet? And have you fallen to your knees yet? You're begging her by this point not to say such things, not to do that. Finally, she sighs and says, I have to think about it. And you go home. Some time passes, like a week. She'll make you wait, and it will feel like fucking years. This whole time, you feel sick to your stomach. You probably won't be eating or sleeping much. Just staring at your phone, waiting for her to call. Finally, she gets back to you. And before she says anything, you usually apologize one more time. And she says in a very quiet voice, it's okay. Like she doesn't really believe you. But then she says, you really hurt me last time, you know? And after you say sorry a few times later, she says, well, we'll work on it. But I forgive you. Congratulations! You're officially pussy whipped! Now what would have happened if you never apologized? Remember, when you got back to her house after that night, she was still nice to you. I'm sure she would have kept being nice to you, even if there was some tension to it. Hell, even if there was tension, take her to fucking dinner. Take her out to a movie. By the end of the dinner or the movie, or both, she's comfortable around you again. Probably back to joking around with you, giving you hugs and I love yous. And somehow that whole thing last night never happened. The end. Final diagnosis. Don't apologize. Makes your life much easier. And when you finally do apologize for something in the long run, she'll be like, he never apologizes for anything. So girls, do you hate me yet? Well, I won't apologize. Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching another episode of You Don't Understand. My name's Dustin.